tables. All that's coming out.
Who else did you see allegedly on the tables?
Tyrese with Will and Jada.
This is all I got. This is all I got. Don't take my baby, okay?
I tried to tell people what the was finna happen, and it done around and offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. I said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual.
Wait, Tyrese was the one digging Will Smith out this entire time? No wonder Will and Jada gave Tyrese $5 million when he was in that nasty divorce battle with Samantha. At the time, folks thought Will was being nice, but it looks like there's more to that $5 million than we were told. Word on the street is that Tyrese was his man, and he was just helping him get out of that marriage as quickly as possible. I don't know who Will Smith pissed off in Hollywood, but they had been coming for him hard, and the receipts are nasty. First, it was him getting exposed for sleeping with Dwayne Martin, then Diddy, then the allegations about him touching Jaden, then the new SA lawsuit by the violinist, and now he is being exposed for getting his back blown by Tyrese. Fix it, Jesus. And y'all already know that Katt Williams doesn't speak on these things unless he has solid proof.
Smith and wife Jada Pinkett gave him $5 million to help cover court costs.
Now, in case you've somehow been out of the loop about the recent mess with Will Smith, it all started when his ex-best friend and former assistant, brother Bilal, jumped on the internet to tell us all of Will's business. And yes, this includes intimate details of Will's private life that we otherwise would have never known about. Bilal started going at Will back in 2023 when he made some wild claims about the time he walked in on Will Smith and Dwayne having gay activities in Dwayne's dressing room. And in case you're wondering who was doing the bending, Bilal claims it was Will.
I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Like, it was.
Okay.
Now the crazy thing is, at the time, everyone thought this was the worst Bilal could say, but he had a lot more to say. Just a few months later, he was on another interview, accusing Will of allegedly pushing Bryshear into freak-offs. Bilal claims that when he was still Will's assistant, he saw a tape featuring Tyrese engaging in acts with Will, Jada, Diddy, and Bryshear. And also, there was allegedly another tape featuring Diddy having intimate relations with Jada, while Will watched and participated with Tyrese. He said he saw Jada watching these tapes while intoxicated and undressed, pleasuring herself.
I robbed in Chicago for Empire. It's a damn mess. It's no other way to put it. This dude is going crazy, right? He's out there allegedly with male prostitutes. He's pissing in the trailer. He's acting psychotic, right?
The same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that. But this is why a show is going on. I pulled him to the side. I said, listen, I'm here to help you and so forth and so on. So he was like, all right, I feel that. He said, everybody on the set know you. Everybody seem like they love you. Okay. I want to love you because everybody else love you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will raped me. You know Diddy made me suck his penis. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. So he crying, no blood is coming from his nose. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm like, yo, listen.
Initially, people were surprised to find out that Tyrese was involved in this, as he had never been mentioned before. And let's not forget that he is one of the only celebrities who openly talk about being Christian. So how does such a God-worshipping man go against the morals he claims to uphold to indulge in this freak-off mess? It just doesn't make sense. But that was until people did their usual digging and realized that Tyrese wasn't as clean as he had been trying so hard to make us believe. Now, some of y'all might not remember this, but Katt was the first person to warn warn us about Tyrese a while ago, when he went off on him for selling his soul to the industry. It started back in 2023, when Tyrese pooped out in Egypt, looking like a lost princess. He was wearing a red dress and posing in front of the cameras like a woman. As you can already imagine, people were not here for this, and immediately started accusing him of also joining the long list of black men in Hollywood for becoming effeminate just to get to the next stage of their career. These men actually don't like wearing dresses. They do it as part of an alleged humiliation ritual by the industry. These rumors have been around since the 90s, and a lot of black men were victims of it. In fact, this is the reason Katt and Kevin Hart even started feuding. It went down just after Dave Chappelle's infamous interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2006, where he spilled the tea about the time the producers of a movie he was doing with Martin Lawrence tried to get him to wear a dress against his will.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like, when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on. And it, huh? What? A prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're a writer. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave, listen, we got it all set up. We were supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in. Huh. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then, like, the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress. The minute it was clear, I was adamant. I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. Guy comes back 10 minutes later. The whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast? You know, it's like, so you gotta take a stand.
This interview really shook people at the time, and other celebrities were asked what their thoughts were on Dave's comments. One of the celebrities who was asked about it was Kevin Hart, and he flat out said he'd never do it. But guess what? He popped out months later wearing not just a dress, but a wig too, on national television.
Dave Chappelle, another great comedian, said that, you know, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts, and is that something that, you know, you wouldn't do, you know, for
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. You know, for me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged, so, you know, I don't have to speak on them. I was asked to dribble a basketball on the talk show this morning. I said no to that. Not that that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. You know, at the end of the day, you gotta know that you're a brand. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times. When things happen that can possibly affect your brand, your brand can be diminished, and you don't want that to happen. So, you know, protecting my brand is.
And here come the Cardinals, and from the looks of it, the new pope is not Turkson. The new pope is 9-year-old Oscar nominee Kavajane Wallace.
Wow. I don't think anyone saw this one coming.
Katt was later asked what his thoughts were on Kevin wearing a dress, and he said it wasn't Kevin's fault that he wore that dress because he was just part of a long lineage of black men being made to wear a dress to transition to that next level of fame.
Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now we had Big Mama's house 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. I've never seen Madea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his.
What the hell is Tyrese Williams doing in a dress? Now you know he got the memo from his Hollywood colleague Tyrese Gibson about wearing a dress. Did the Illuminati buy him that dress? He He was saying he's an alpha male. You never saw Jesus in a dress. Baby, some people even said Tyrese's alleged freak-offs with Will might have been the real reason why his ex-wife Samantha Lee divorced him. Their divorce has been very messy, and it's now beginning to make a lot of sense why she just packed one day and left him without any explanation. They got married on February 14th, 2017 in a private Valentine's Day ceremony. Their daughter, Tyrese Lee Gibson, was born on October 1st, 2018, but right after that, their marriage started falling apart. Tyrese claims he was away on a flight when Samantha packed up 50 bags and left the house with their then one-year-old daughter, literally blindsiding him. Now, even though the cracks started showing in 2018, they still stayed together till 2020 before finally filing for a divorce. Right after this, Tyrese made the divorce our business too, when he went on emotional Instagram lives crying and accusing Samantha of abandoning him during his lows. Samantha later admitted that she initiated the divorce while emotionally intoxicated because she was just sick of Tyrese always crying about something. Tyrese made it worse when he dated Zelly Timothy, posting about planning to marry her right after his divorce. Tyrese accused Samantha of being a gold digger because she was asking for too much child support.
I woke up after being madly in love with a woman for 5 years. I never cheated on her. I never got a chick on the side pregnant and secretly went to go get an abortion. She ain't never went through my phone and discovered, oh, he's gay, he's a down low bro. I ain't got none of that on me, man. I was in love. You know how hard it is for a man to fall in love? Fucker, I'm not happy.
The divorce got even messier when Tyrese was arrested in court for contempt over unpaid child support, owing $73,000 after a judge raised payments from $2,200 to $10,000 monthly. He paid to be released, but accused the judge and Samantha's lawyer of colluding and cracking his prenup illegally. She also filed a lien over his mansion in Atlanta, with court docs revealing fights over its sale and division amid the divorce. Tyrese accused Samantha of using it to leverage more money because she is greedy. Samantha filed a fourth contempt motion in July 2025, seeking that Tyrese be jailed for 20 days over $492,000 in unpaid legal fees, claiming blatant disregard for court orders.
Married and divorced twice. My divorce, sadly, is played out for the world to see. Child support, baby mama drama on full display. I'm almost like the poster child at this point. And I've been proud to be able to speak up and speak out about, you know, family law, court system. And if you were born a man, you walk in the courtroom, they've already had a preset menu as to what the outcome of this situation is going to be. It does not matter what you say or do or how fancy your lawyer is. But how many relationships were you in that allowed for you to say, okay, well, that was not it, and then that one was not it. And then when you got to the presence of your wife, how did you know she was the one?
We still can't say for sure that the Frizzikoffs are the reason Samantha left him and did him dirty like this, but baby, that's what people seem to believe. And these wild claims Katt Williams is making aren't making it any better. As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, sold his soul for fame and money. Now he's got an owner for eternity. Another person said, these celebrities are such plebs. You sold yourself. Shame on you. All the rest of us who they thought admired them only pity them and the sorry lives they live. Stay woke, my friends. But now, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Tyrese allegedly sleeping with Will Smith? And do you really think this is the real reason Will gave him that $5 million? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.